disco.
This ain't no country club neither.
This is RVA.
Welcome back, everybody, to another thrilling episode of Oh Lala in the Dungeon.
Episode freaking 20.
Whoa.
Can you believe that?
No, I
That's
can't.
nuts.
I can't believe my ears.
Has it been 20 already?
It's been 20 years. Although this is episode 4?
Season 2.
Season 2.
Dos.
Numero dos. So, what you been up to, lady?
Well, it hasn't been the best 2 weeks, I'm going to be honest with y'all. My mom had a hip replacement, so I went to New York to take care of her and be her nurse, and that entailed like doing everything for her because she can't drive, she can't shower, she can't pick things up, she can't do dishes, she just needs me 24/7, which is actually really awesome. Because we lost my grandpa and her dad, so we both got to grieve together, and it was a hard loss.
I know.
And he was literally he was my favorite person to ever exist. Me and him were so close, but he was suffering for a long time. He had Parkinson's, and he was in a nursing home, so we're happy for him. I know he's living it up in paradise, wherever he is, heaven, whatever you believe in.
Having a drink.
He was not a sinner like us all. He was an angel. He really was. I miss you, Bobby, and I love you.
But he's left you some signs.
He has. And should I talk about those now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my God. So since it's Halloween time, I'll talk about...
And it started before we even knew.
This is
What's the big
insane.
one?
So I was with Matt and Liz, and we went to the tobacco company to see the Gray Street 7, but their side band, which was the main...
Three-piece.
It was I can't remember the name. We'll link it when we figure it out. But anyway, we saw Jay Brown, and it was his third set, and it was around 11:30, and he points to me and points to Liz, and he goes, "This song goes out to you two from the Oh La La podcast," and he plays me and my grandpa's song, which is Somewhere Beyond the Sea. And I look at Liz, I look at Matt, I go, "Oh, this is me and my grandpa's song."
I know.
So...
It's a sign from heaven.
No,
Yeah,
but no, this isn't the crazy part. So my mom calls me in the morning at 7 a.m, and I'm hungover. I answer
You
the
always know
phone.
it's bad when it's like that early.
And I'm like, "Hello," like really meanly. And my mom's crying, and she's like, "Libby," and I already knew that my grandpa had passed, but she said he passed away at 11:30 last night, and I go, "What?" And she goes, "What?" And I'm like, literally at 11:30 last night, the singer of the jazz band pointed at me and played me and my grandpa's song.
It was crazy.
So I got chills from that. Yes. So did my mom. So that was one of his signs. And then my mom got a sign while we were in New York. We were my birthday also happened. I don't know if I mentioned that. So while we were in New York, we went to one of our favorite restaurants and one of my grandpa's favorite restaurants, Seneca Lodge in Watkins Glen. Very good. And we got steak and lobster.
Yum.
Yum, yum,
Which
yum.
was really good. But then my mom kept crying the whole week. "I just want one more big bear hug from my dad. I just want one more hug." Like, that's what she kept saying. And while we were eating, this little girl at the table next to us points at my mom and starts waving at her. And then we're all trying to wave, and she wants nothing to do with us, just my mom. So my mom's waving back, and then they're blowing kisses at each other, which was really cute. She was so cute. And then an hour goes by or so, and the family gets up to leave, and the little girl, without saying a word, runs over to my mom and gives her a humongous hug for like 10 seconds and then just leaves without saying a word.
It's wild.
And my stepdad goes, "Well, Lori, there's your bear hug." So,
Ain't that something?
Ain't that some shit? As my grandma would say.
we
R.I.P.
felt the
baby.
chills. So I really think it was Bobby.
I always think there's signs from people.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. When you're really close.
Yep. They're here.
Sometimes you just gotta look for them.
Well, sometimes they just come.
Uh-huh.
Well, our 2 weeks were kind of on the opposite spectrum.
What did y'all do?
And the
I already know.
opposite side of the world, too.
That's right. So our friend Joe, who we love, thank God we call him Papa Joe, he gets reserved seats at Oktoberfest every year in Munich. And he's been going for, we counted it, he's like at least like 15 times, I think, or over 10 he's been.
Yeah, at least 10.
Because once you give up the seats, like it's impossible to get them back.
You should win some sort of award.
I know, right? So this was our 4th time going, and it was Matt and myself and Joe, and then our friends who always go as well, Don and Susie, who've become like our really good friends. They live up in Philly. They love amusement parks and come to Busch Gardens down here all the time.
Oh, they love some Busch Gardens.
It's true. They love Disney
What
too.
about
so
Busch Light?
Maybe. That could be in the cards, yeah.
they love beer, period. So we went, and this honestly was my favorite Oktoberfest we've been to. Usually we have like 2 days of double tints, and then you get like maybe a half day of a break. This time we got there Thursday morning, had a tent that evening. We had 2 tents the next day, but then we had Saturday and half of Sunday off.
Oh, and when you get to recover, the feeling is amazing.
It really is, because it's like a job. Like, it's so amazing. I mean, people who haven't been, you don't understand the scope. I actually had some stats pulled up earlier. Let me see here. They had 7.2 million visitors,
Holy.
which is more than they've had in years.
Holy,
Yeah.
that's a ton of people.
Yep.
Yeah, especially since post-COVID. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's a record number, and the first time since 1985 the figure has been over 7 million. I thought this was interesting. 6.5 million liters of beer, which was less than previous years, and
Oh.
the sale of non-alcoholic drinks increased, which
Well,
is kind
that's
of weird.
that's disappointing.
I know. What the
Wow,
hell,
wow.
people? It was the sunniest Oktoberfest on record, and 3,250 items of lost property.
Global warming.
Well, speaking of sunny, we did have one rainy day, and that's always kind of a bummer.
Yeah, but wasn't it our double tent day? So you didn't really notice.
It was
'cause
the
you
double tent day, so we were inside
drinking.
2 tents for about 8 hours in one day.
Boo-hoo.
I know, we counted up, like, we usually drink, some of us vary. Mattles is pretty good. He'll do like 3 to 4 beers per tent.
Did any of
Some
you
of
puke?
us, no one
No
puked.
puking this time, no.
But we did drink probably 2 gallons of beer a day, I would say.
And is that a light day? A heavy day? Is that 4
Yeah,
gallons?
and then you throw in some schnapps, it's always good. But we drank way more water this year. That's the key.
Oh, and let me say this: beer is definitely more frequent than water.
Yeah, it's way easier. You have to like beg, borrow, and steal to get water.
And
there.
the thing is, we went into one tent and we said, "Could we please have a glass of water?" And they said, "We only have sparkling water." There's
yeah, the Germans
no
love
still.
anything with carbonation. At least the ones in Bavaria, the Bavarians. I'm not sure about up north because there's a schism there apparently.
And speaking of sparkling water, we did find out in Czech Republic they like to have a glass of sparkling water with their coffee, and it's to cleanse your palate. So I found that to be pretty interesting.
Yes.
I didn't know that it cleansed your palate.
I don't know.
had no
I
idea.
don't like the taste of it at all. Like plain sparkling water, to me, it tasted like tonic almost compared. Like if you're dying of thirst and want
Yes,
like a
that's
glass
the
of
least
water,
Yeah.
thing.
I'm like, I don't want something carbonated. So that was the only sour note, I would say.
So was
Now
the-
you are proud Americans.
That was the
Yes.
thorn.
That was the thorn. The rose was just being with my peeps. I don't get to see him that often, like
And
our
your daddy.
Oktoberfest crew. Yes, my
Yeah,
big daddy.
daddy.
Then, as Matt said, we did go to the Czech Republic. We went to Prague, and oh my gosh, we fell in love with it. First of all, talk about inexpensive. God, I'd have no concept of time right now. I guess on Saturday we went to brunch at this famous place where like Kafka and all these like intellects
All the
would
great
go.
literary minds.
Yeah, it was called Cafe Louvre. if anyone's ever there. We had, both of us had full entrees, and you
At
had
least
to pay
two-
for bread, I think.
At least 2 or 3 drinks. And
I definitely had 3 cocktails, and I think you had 2, and you had like
and
a
I had a
cappuccino.
coffee, yeah.
$40.
Whoa, it's awesome.
$40 make you
I
holla.
know.
You guys, maybe I can go on that vacation.
Yeah, and the Airbnb we stayed at was $100 a night. And the city is just steeped in history. It's so amazing. Like, most of the buildings are from like 900 to 13 or 1400.
Medieval buildings.
Like BC. Or not BC, sorry. AD. Not BC. Maybe some are
And
from
so-
BC, but who knows?
And so get this, our Airbnb was situated right next to one of the famous cathedrals. It was right outside of our window. And
Yeah.
it was just amazing, the location.
And they're known for this giant clock. I might have tagged Lala in it. It's called the astronomical clock, but you tell time. It tells not only like the time there, but it counts like the seasons, and it also follows the like astrological things. So it's
And
kind of
also
hard to read.
the saint day as well.
Oh yeah, and this
my
what
God.
saint day it is, yeah. And then it has these trap doors that open on the hour, and it's all these characters pop out. Like, so it'll be the certain disciples with like scripture they're holding, and there's a skeleton that's like ringing a little bell next to where they pop out.
That
It was
is
very
so
cool.
And this was built over hundreds of years, but like this main section was built, I mean, years before you think they would think of something like that. So it was really awesome, but also kind of a clusterfuck because tourists like would line up 30 minutes ahead of time, and we had to walk through there to like get through
Excuse
anything.
me, you're in my
So
way.
we started making fun of the main character, like the person who is like, oh, hold on, let me
Oh,
take
we
another
saw
one.
so many main characters, and these are the kind of people you see that are on a bridge. They're in a crowd. They're striking a pose, and it's they do about 50 photos, and they just won't get out of the way.
Yes, yes.
The,
So,
the quote unquote influencers.
but
We're the only influence.
that's right. But we did a lot of walking. We saw a lot of the history, like I said. And then one of the other highlights was on our last night, we went to one of the most famous absinthe bars there. And they had pictures of people who'd been in. Hemingway had been there. Wow. Kafka. Who else? Edgar Allan Poe.
Picasso. I'm actually going to
Picasso,
mention all these
yeah.
people on the next segment.
Sorry. Anyway, I won't go much more into it, but it was really...
I thought Poe was poor.
Yeah, but he lived in England for a little while.
Oh, I knew that.
And he
with
was
his family.
Yeah, so he probably traveled. It was cheaper to get around then. I don't know, but I didn't query them on the.
How the hell did Poe get here?
Yeah, but it was fun, like learning how to drink it, etc. Which I think perhaps Matt has some fun facts about this for us.
Drop it on us, Big Daddy.
All right, I'm gonna drop it on y'all.
Yeah.
But today I'm gonna be talking about it's not the most famous drink in the world, but it's called absinthe. And where do you guys think it was invented?
I don't know, but I hear it fucks you up. Really bad.
And I'm gonna get to that.
I think I will guess in the Czech Republic.
Not quite, but it's close.
America.
No, it was actually
We
invented.
invent everything.
It was invented in Switzerland at the end of the 18th century, and it was invented as a medicinal drink. So if you had an ailment, you went to your doctor and you said, "Give me one of those absinthe drinks. I'll take one, please."
I have a cold.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Oh, and so absinthe actually it takes its name from the main flavoring, artemisia, and that's AKA wormwood, and that's one of the main ingredients, along with anise, and that gives it the licorice type of flavor. Not everybody's cup of tea. And so Olivia was saying it can kind of mess you up, and it
I didn't
will.
say that. I said the F word.
It'll fuck you up because it's around 45 to 74% alcohol by volume, and that's
God.
that's why if you take, 4 shots of that, you'll be feeling it.
One thing I don't know if this is on your list, but I heard it makes you hallucinate.
And I'm actually going to get to that.
Sorry.
So,
Oh, by the way, people who are listening, we forgot to mention this, but we don't have a guest tonight. Just if you're wondering what's happening.
And also, Liz and I and Matt were all reunited after not seeing each other for like 3 weeks. So we're catching up during the episode.
That's right. That's what you're listening to right now. All right, continue, sir.
So because of the high proof, like if you take a shot of 74% alcohol by volume, it'll burn your taste buds. It is so strong. And so that's why you add water to dilute it. And so it has a very bitter flavor.
Everyone go to my Instagram and look at my actual pictures, and you'll see a picture of Matt when he tried it without adding anything.
Yes, and that
We'll post some pics on our Instagram.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
that could have been a rookie mistake. The preparation is to add water and a sugar cube to it to give it a nice tolerable flavor.
And you feel like I felt like I was Dracula, like from the movie, when he does that with Winona Ryder or whatever. I was like, ooh,
Matt's taste buds will never be the same. He'll never taste again.
And so it has the infamous name, the Green Fairy, and that's because it represents artistic enlightenment. And that's, all the famous who's who did it back then. And
after we tried it, I wrote a small novella. I don't remember it, but
I
it
was
glorious.
into poetry for a while. I just was in the zone. I don't know what happened.
The auto zone.
Get in the zone.
Auto zone.
And so
Don't let me get in my zone.
so in the early 1900s, it became so popular that other industries, they started to become afraid of its popularity, such as the winemakers and the whiskey distillers. And so they started spreading rumors. And absinthe got a bad reputation. Like you could go crazy, you could hallucinate.
No.
But we all know,
Fun to me.
we all know that's not true.
I wanted it to be true, but it didn't happen.
And so, this all kind of heightens, and eventually one person was murdered who had...
What?
He had taken a lot of stuff, I believe, and absinthe was among them, and they said no more. They just banned absinthe after that.
Is this worldwide? Or?
It was worldwide.
Mission worldwide?
Yeah.
He murdered someone or he got murdered?
He murdered somebody who, I don't know, he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
He was like, give me more absinthe, bitch.
He was the jolly green giant who wanted the green fairy.
Yes, and so the hallucinating part, it is a myth.
Damn it.
And like I mentioned earlier, there is one way to drink it, and that's by distilling it. And so you'll add water to it, and you have a silver spoon with a sugar cube on top, and you add as much water as you want to make it a better flavor. And another way of consuming it is to light it on fire, which is the more exciting method.
Did you guys do that?
We saw it happening, but no, because she was like, I recommend the first time trying it, doing it
Well,
the other way.
we can go back.
So,
And
yeah,
it's,
we definitely will be back.
It's the more traditional way of doing it, too.
Yeah. The Czech way is like the newer way, right?
Yeah, it's the newer way. And going on to notable drinkers, and that includes Pablo Picasso, Ernest Hemingway, and Van Gogh, Oscar Wilde, Edgar Allan Poe, and also Marilyn Manson.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, he was on the wall.
And when I was doing my research, he loves absinthe so much that he has his own brand called Man-Synth.
I thought it was going to be called The Beautiful.
Well, you think everyone's beautiful after you have some.
Gobble, gobble. Something, I don't know.
Double toilet trouble.
And so I mentioned Ernest Hemingway. He actually created his own cocktail called Death in the Afternoon. And that is a combination of absinthe and champagne.
Yikes.
And there's another famous drink called a Sazerac, and that has cognac, whiskey, and absinthe. And it's kind of like an old-fashioned.
Yeah, I've had a Sazerac. That's actually the cocktail of one of the cocktails of New Orleans.
And that is true.
Oh, thank you.
Is that
Sir?
one of the trivia?
And that concludes Dropping on Us Big Daddy.
Oh, yay! Thank
Daddy,
you.
we
I
love
feel
it.
so much smarter right now.
Enlightened.
It's been so long since you dropped it on us, Daddy.
Well,
That's
not
what I'm
me.
here for, baby.
Anyway, all right, moving on. Let's discuss some things that are going to be happening around town and outside of town. I just came up with a list of some fun fall ideas for you guys.
I'm listening, Elizabeth.
All right. Well, I don't know about y'all, but once it's fall, I get a hankering for some apple picking, maybe some cider drinking,
Cider.
some pumpkin harvesting, carving, etc. So let me tell y'all about some places you could do this during this lovely month, my favorite month, actually, of October. First up, we have Carter Mountain Orchard. I'm sure everyone who's listening has been. If you haven't, what the hell are you doing?
Go.
Go get your ass up there. It's in Charlottesville, or right outside. It's at 1435 Carter's Mountain Trail. They always have these really good cinnamon donuts there, but you can pick apples. They have pumpkins. They've got it all, baby.
Do they have alcohol?
They do.
No, then that's a must.
Count us in.
There's also some other orchards out and about. If in Lovingston, there's Drumheller's Orchards. I haven't been there, but they have 19 different varieties of apples. It's
Wow.
only an hour and a half from Richmond. So.
That sounds like an apple picking good time.
I know. They also have homemade apple butter. God, I love apple butter. Country ham. Ham. Of course, if you want to stay closer, we've got Ashland Berry Farm.
Love that place.
They have their haunted hayride and stuff. Hello, it's out in Ashland. Y'all can look this up. I need the exact address. There's also the hayride there. They have homemade donuts, corn dogs, etc.
Sometimes they have food trucks and bands.
Yes.
Sometimes.
So go to their website to get more. There's also the Chesterfield Berry Farm, which I haven't been to that one, but I tell that they have a corn maze, which would be fun. They also have slides. Oh, and they have not only a corn maze, but a hay maze. Interesting. Pumpkin milkshakes as well, people.
Ooh, that
Don't
sounds
forget
good.
those.
I've never had one of those.
I know, right? That reminds me of the flashback. I just had not that I'm drunk now, but flashback to Oktoberfest. We actually went and did the fun house for the second year
Yes,
in a
we
row.
did. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Used to be a fun house.
So you mentioned pumpkin. One of my favorite types of ice cream is pumpkin pie ice cream, and it is
Ooh,
delicious
yes.
during Thanksgiving.
Matt makes a good pumpkin pie ice cream. Also, we're going to be talking more about haunted houses, but I think stay tuned to our next episode because we'll be dropping more knowledge about that.
A
So,
spooky episode.
yes, it's coming your way. And then, of course, this weekend is the Veg Fest.
Oh,
It's on
yes.
Saturday. I believe our girl will be there, probably Liz or I Heart Veggies. All vegans, vegetarians, anything in between. It's going to be at 1300 Blanton Avenue, which is Bird Park, this Saturday, 12 to 6. They're going to have a lot of cool local vendors, vegan food, music, face painting, perhaps a bouncy house.
Hooray!
Yes.
Bring you chillin'.
Check that out. Also, next weekend, we'll be gearing up for the Folk Festival from the 13th to the 15th. Have you ever been?
Folk you. No,
All of you?
I've never gone.
I'm ready to get folked up. I don't know about you guys.
Yes, but they
Go
always
folk
have,
yourself.
oh my God. It's a 3-day event, and there's always so much to see and do there. They have multiple stages. It's down at Browns Island for anyone who doesn't know.
It's a great location.
Exactly. And it not only highlights like Virginia music, but there's music from all over the world.
You know, like there's jazz music, there's ethnic, world music.
Yeah, like we've checked out, they had a whole Hawaiian, like Polynesian music one year.
Do they have dancers?
They have dancers.
Oh, they do have dancers.
Yep. There's always, I don't know if they're doing it this year or not, but we've seen the oyster shucking competition.
That's always fun.
So it's just a fun celebration of Virginia and all the world
We should
when
go.
it comes to music.
We are the world.
I know. We were thinking of going on Sunday. So.
I will be there.
Also, 30 plus wineries, distilleries, and craft brewers will be there.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I know.
I'll have to visit
Crazy.
all of them.
Seriously.
That's fucking awesome.
Then there is also the Scott's Edition Pumpkin Festival on October 21st. Olivia, you volunteered there. Have anything to say about it?
The beers are great. I would say get there early so you can beat the lines because the lines can get pretty bad.
This year it has moved though to the training facility for what are they now? The commanders. I'm
commanders,
like,
yeah.
what the hell's their name?
Well, it might be better. Maybe they moved it to solve that problem. So it's really fun. I
That's-
volunteered, so I didn't really get to partake.
Oh, yeah, it's 12 to 6. That's not until the 21st. So, but if you can't wait that long to party, then the Powhatan Festival of the Grape is also this weekend, October 7th, and that is 11 to 6. They have 30 plus Virginia wineries and craft beers, etc. I'm sure you should go there for the wine, the music, the friendship, etc. It's $35 in advance, $45 the day of. Sadly, we won't be there, but if you guys want to see us, we'll be at the U of R football game again this weekend. All three of us.
Lucky for you,
That's Spider Life.
That's by the life. And we'll also be celebrating my girl's birthday since
We didn't get to.
she was gone. Yes, at a TBD.
TBD. We'll
place.
keep you informed.
Yes. Watch us on the gram.
But Elizabeth,
Yes.
you think it's time to give a word from our
Sure.
sponsors?
I do. Yes, I'm feeling rather thirsty.
What are you gonna pick?
I think, let me see. A coastal spritz.
It's the official drink of the Lala podcast.
Of course. And guess what? We're going to be picking some up before the game at Corks and Kegs.
For a little tailgate party.
That's right.
Don't they also have that at Bench Top?
I believe they do.
Matt, you're catching on.
And of course, as always, it's only made with the freshest ingredients. That's 100% pure fruit juice. And it's made with monk fruit. So, if you got the beatus, you can still enjoy maybe one or two
So
of these.
light and so
you know.
refreshing.
And if
That's right.
you're trying to watch them calories, it's the perfect drink for you because it's 85 to 100 calories per can.
Sign me up.
And it tastes really good too. Our favorite is the watermelon.
Yes, I love the watermelon. I know. I'm going to have a sip of one right now. Me
too.
Actually. But, if
All
we
right, cheers, guys.
cheers. If you drink too much, though, you might want to dance.
Where should we go?
I think we should go to Maya's belly dancing.
Yes, we definitely should. Maya is an incredible woman.
Yes, she has started, I believe, a new class even on Wednesdays back at the dance space.
Yeah, I think it's like a beginner's class.
Yeah, so if you're looking for like a new way just to start movement and have fun and build a community, go to Maya's Belly Dancing. You can find her on Instagram if you want to know more information. Just type in Maya's Belly Dancing. And you can also check her out on Mondays and Wednesdays at the dance space. Is she doing Tangueros?
She is.
Still, yes. So you can also see her at Tangueros on Wednesdays in Midlothian. Check it out, people.
She's also a super interesting person, so it'd be cool if you got to know her. She's into neuroscience and manifestation, and it's just fun to
we
talk
actually,
to her.
unfortunately, she couldn't be here tonight. We were going to interview her, but hopefully we will catch up with her soon. Sadly, with all of our traveling and stuff, we haven't been to class.
Yeah, I feel
Sorry.
bad. Sorry, my grandpa Dad.
Sorry, I was drinking my face off.
And it's
for 2
actually
weeks.
true. You know how some people use that as an excuse to
Yeah, like the dog ate my homework.
my grandpa actually did.
Yeah, it's true. She's got the receipts. Anyway, you guys drink Coastal Spritz and do some belly dancing. That's what we saying. Because that's spider life.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right. Well, so now we're going to do something a little new since we don't have a guest.
New segment.
Matt is going to keep us on our toes. Matt, what are you going to do?
Oh, I'm going to do some Richmond trivia, and listeners out there, you can play along. And this is going to be true or false.
Put your phones down. No cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, no cheating. All right, so trivia number 1. Richmond received the first shipment of canned beer in the world.
True.
True.
That is true.
I knew that one.
Yay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Of course, we know the alcohol trivia.
All right, trivia question number 2. Richmond was the first city in America with an electrified street trolley.
True.
I think it's true.
True. Ding, ding, ding.
I think Lee said that. Lee said that in one of our old previous episodes.
Maybe. I just know it from my grandma because she used to take the streetcar.
You've just got a good memory.
I got a good memory.
All right. Oregon Hill is the oldest neighborhood in Richmond.
False.
False.
That is true.
Damn, oh, wait, that's
No,
true?
no, no, no. You are correct.
Okay, I was like, what?
How confusing.
We're just simpatico, by the way. We're not actually even looking at each other when we're saying this.
And so that is true. It is Church Hill.
Booyah, that's our hood. What?
So moving on, the Rachel sandwich was invented at New York Deli in 1929.
True.
False.
And that's false. Because
It was a different sandwich,
it's
right?
the sailor sandwich.
I remembered it was Sailor. I love her, Rachel.
I can't believe it's that old. 1920.
1929,
Holy
yeah.
Wow.
It's an institution.
All right, moving on. Route 250, also known as Broad Street,
I was like, I don't know numbers, bro.
runs from Chimborazo Park in Church Hill to Kentucky.
True.
False.
And that is false.
Damn
It's
it.
Sandusky, Ohio.
Aw.
That's crazy, though. I'm going to go there.
Crazy.
I'm going to go there tonight.
Yeah, road trip.
I'll watch from afar.
I mean, Sandusky, that sounds like a great place to go.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Sandusky.
No, actually, Ohio's fun. We went to Cleveland a couple years ago.
My best friend from high school goes to, well, she's not in med school anymore. She's a doctor there. Sorry, Janelle. Dr. Muse.
All right, next, true or false. The James River is one of the longest rivers in the U.S.
True.
True?
True.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh my God, we're smart.
The most popular distilled spirit in Richmond is vodka. True or false?
That is distilled here?
No, it's any kind of worldwide drink.
Oh, I'd say
I'd
true.
say true.
That is false.
Oh
it's,
my God.
What
Is
is
it
it?
bourbon?
It's Hennessy. Hennessy
I've never even
VS.
had Hennessy. I've never had Hennessy in my
I've
life.
had some cocktails that have Hennessy in it.
And actually, the surrounding counties, Chesterfield and Henrico, it's Tito's.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
well,
We
that's
live off of
Amy.
Tito's. Me and Amy run off of Tito's.
Amy's got Chesterfield. You have Henrico.
All right. Shaco Slip was named in the 1800s for patrons who would fall on the cobblestones after imbibing too much alcohol.
True.
False.
False.
Well, it makes sense.
And that's because a slip isn't actually because
It's a
you.
boat slip, right?
Yes,
Oh my
it's
God, I'm a fucking
it's a place where boats were unloaded with cargo by the canal.
I should have a yacht.
Well, I do have to tell you,
Do I win a yacht? for
Liz
this?
and I have taken many a falls on that.
I
cobblestone.
know, yes. Your birthday last year. God bless
All
America.
right.
One time, me and my friend, we were interns when I first moved here, and we both fell on the same night and had matching scars, and we like put our blood up against
Oh
each
my
other.
God. Blood sisters.
Blood. Well, he was a boy. I
Okay.
was a girl. Can I?
All right, next trivia question. Sugar Bottom was an infamous red light district located on Franklin Street. True or false?
I hope this is true.
False.
True.
Oh, yeah, but
And that's the Franklin Street by Libby Hill Park.
oh
so
my God,
it's,
so it's like right here. Oh my God.
I wonder if they still do it underground.
I mean, there's a few shady homes, but it's actually been developed. There's a lot of nice homes there
Well,
now.
maybe they're nicer red light.
Could
They're
be.
high-priced hookers.
Roxanne.
I'll go and do a performance.
All right, and this is the last trivia question. It's not quite a Richmond trivia, but it's Virginia.
What do we win? Like,
Yeah, what do we win, Matt?
You win a anything you want from the fridge.
yay.
I'll take the ham.
All right, and this is kind of a funny law. It's illegal to tickle women in Virginia. True or false?
True.
True. Ding, ding,
Oh my
ding.
God, you've broken the law so many times, Matt.
I know so many men
This is
that
some
should be in jail.
bullshit. Citizens arrest.
So for all you wandering ticklers out there, it's illegal. And we're going to call the cops.
Yep, I'm gonna
Citizens arrest.
You're a fucking criminal.
All right, and that concludes our trivia.
Oh my God.
was good.
That was really good. All right. Well, Olivia, what you got for a restauranta of the week?
Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. Either one will do. There's a Love Shack on Main Street in Richmond, and then there's a Love Shack in Lakeside. They're both equally as good. But I recommend the unicorn pancakes with color. They always put colorful frosting on it, but or whipped cream, whatever it is. It's so good. And they put sparkles and sprinkles on it. Delicious. And I don't love pancakes, but I do love them at the Love Shack.
Love Shack,
And then
baby.
for the brunch,
Love Shack.
yeah, Love Shack. Talking about the love. And then for, oh my God, you guys, the cocktail that I'm recommending is incredible. It's the dreamsicle cocktail. It tastes exactly like a dreamsicle popsicle or dreamsicle. I don't know.
Yeah. Dreamsicle is a popsicle.
Very, very
so,
good.
yep.
And also covered in glitter. Everything is there.
Oh my God, I love it. Olivia, her mom, and I went there. We got turned away from the one in Lakeside because we showed up basically as they were closing. But then we went, because we were pre-gaming for brunch. Then we went to the one on, is it?
Main Street.
It's Main Street, yeah. Oh my God. The drinks were so good.
Everything is good there. I have never had anything bad there. It's all good. But
The drinks were so
pancakes-
good, then we had to go to Buddy's after that. That's how good the drinks
The
were.
pancakes are a staple there, I would say. They have like a billion you can choose from. They have like a whole pancake menu on the
Yeah,
ceiling,
it's
or
true.
on the wall.
On the board. Any of all their specials are good too. Like I remember we were debating getting like this like mess kind of like a
yeah.
mashup, like a griddle cake with like shit poured on top. Not literal shit, but you know.
They have
stuff.
really cool themed seasonal stuff. They had like a, what is it called? I can't, like the Super Mario theme for a while. And
Oh,
they had
yeah.
Mario themed cocktails and food.
Sounds kind of like Switch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like that, but
Better.
actually yummy. Sorry, Switch.
Well, we need to go to Switch for the scary one
For
now.
switches and giggles.
If anyone has been to Switch, you know what we talking about.
In the basement.
Anyway, my pick is Guernsey in the Fan. It's at 805 North Davis. They actually basically, I don't even know if they have a real standard menu because they are so seasonal and fresh. Like literally every day they come out with a new specials menu and we always just order off of that. So I took a gander at that and based on past experiences, I picked what I would order this evening.
And let me tell you, they have an excellent Negroni there.
Yes, Matt had the Negroni last time. It was really good. So they just came out with this new drink for fall that sounds delicious, a fig sour. I love figs, anything fig. So I would definitely get that. And then for an appetizer, this is a theme. It's a vibe, y'all. I would do the fig and prosciutto crostini that they have right now. Oh my God, I want it right now in my tummy.
I haven't had dinner yet.
I know, me either. Last time we got the broccoli Rob special, and it was actually
That's
really
from
good.
The Office.
And then also Matt and I kind of like split an appetizer usually when we go, and then we'll split a salad, and then we might split an entree. Maybe we'll get two if we're crazy.
That's playing footsie with me, Elizabeth.
Uh-oh, do I
Sorry.
need to separate you two? Anyway, so they always have a good Caesar salad. Last time I think it was like a black pepper thing, but right now they have a black salt Caesar, so I'm sure that would be delish.
What's black salt? Like literal, it's just
Yeah,
black
it's
salt?
probably from like Hawaii or somewhere where they have a black sand beach. That's how they get the black salt. It's science. And then for dinner, they have a rigatoni Siciliana with sauteed eggplant, tomatoes, and homemade mozzarella. Oh my God.
That sounds like some food porn right there.
I know. I want to just lick it all over. Anyway, definitely check them out. They also have a restaurant up in Brooklyn, and they have another place here. It's called like Ulivetto. I can never say it right. Ulivetto. So yeah, definitely check those guys out. They're amazing. All right. Anything else? Any final thoughts, you guys? Shout outs?
I just haven't been in town for the past 2 weeks, but let me think of someone I can shout out. Sparrow's Pizza. It's a hole-in-the-wall place. You can't eat in there, but it's amazing. And it's in the Horsepen area. Just type it in. I don't know.
So
the
over near the
address.
game.
Yeah.
So we could get pizza after the
it's
game.
it's farther, it's not near, I guess it's sort of near the game. It's on the other side of Horsepen, near Broad. But very, very good. Not Broad, sorry, Staples Mill. I can't get my streets right. I've been driving all day. Amazing pizza, very cheap prices. I hope they never raise them because they definitely could. Cannolis, they got garlic nuts. I'm in love. The owner's also always there and he's super nice.
God, I'm hungry. Well, I would say shout out to Gersi. Shout out to the
Sugar bottom.
the sugar bottom. Oh my God.
Are you talking about me again?
Well, shout out to the Gray Street 7, Jay. Actually, Tobacco Company. I was thinking of I want to order one of the absinthe dispensers, and I think it'd be fun to have an absinthe night. And I think Jay would enjoy coming to that. And we could all just have some front porch sitting or a fire afterwards.
And we could read some poetry. We could write
we might write the next great American novel. Who fucking knows?
I do have something to say that kind of goes along with that.
What?
So at my grandpa's funeral, I gave a speech, and it was very heartfelt because my grandpa and I were so close. It was so easy to write. And afterwards, this man comes up to me who was at the funeral, and he shakes my hand, and he goes, "Hi." And this is like tooting my own horn. Sorry. But he goes, "Hi, I'm so-and-so." I didn't even know who he was. And he goes, "I'm a professional writer, and I wanted to let you know that your speech was incredible. You have an amazing gift. You need to use it. You should write something." So maybe when we're doing Absinthe, I will write something.
Yes.
You'll be inspired by the Green Fairy.
Yes. The Jolly Green Giant.
The Jolly Green Fairy will jump on your pen and quill.
You'll be among the greats.
Shout out to the folk festival coming up, Powhatan Festival of the Grape this weekend. Shout out to U of R, the Spiders, but sorry, I'm a VCU grad, so shout out to the Rams. What?
Shout out to the Jolly Green Giant.
Yes, and
To the Green Fairy.
Yes, and to all the absinthe lovers out there. Sorry, guys, if this episode was a little all over the place, but that's the ride you've signed up for, and I think you're enjoying it.
We hope you loved it. We haven't slept a wink.
Next time, though, oh my God, we are going to be interviewing someone that I cannot wait for.
We'll give you a hint.
Ooh, there's ghost.
Which movie is that from?
Beetlejuice.
Don't say it 3 times.
Beetlejuice?
No, not again. Anyway, we will be interviewing someone involved in the paranormal. Ooh.
Oh, I do have one more shout out. My little brother got his license today.
Aw, congrats, bruh.
Congratulations, Miguel.
What a moment in one's life to get a license.
Took him 3 tries, just like me.
Third time's a
Once,
charm.
twice, 3 times nice.
3 times the lady.
All right, guys. Well, we will talk to you next time. We'll
Catch
see
you-
you out in the RVA.
Catch you on the flip side. And remember to check out our Facebook and Instagram and leave us some comments. What do you think of this episode?
Hashtag blessed.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Bye-bye.